Hi, this is Jennifer from Billings Public Library, and I'm bringing to you another Fab Fiber video. And today we're gonna just do another simple technique. This comes up in my knitting group every once in a while. How do you connect a new ball of yarn to an old ball? So I have here the sock that I've been working on, and I like to use up a lot of odds and ends pieces of fingering weight sock yarn. So that means I'm connecting a lot of ends. And there's a number of ways you can connect. This is my favorite. And you can do this with a tapestry needle, but for some reason I struggle with the tapestry needle, so I'm just going to use my fingers. But I use the loop method, where I'm basically going to just make a loop, and I'm opening up the fibers. This is really messy and hard to see because my fingering weight yarn is single ply. But you're just going to open up the fiber and you're going to pull your yarn, the tail of your yarn through just like that. And that creates a loop. And through that loop, you're going to put the end of your new ball. This is my new ball that I want to start. And I'm just going to pull that through. And I'm going to create another loop. And I'm just going to, once again, open up the fiber here. You can see where this would be easy with a tapestry needle, but for some reason I struggled just with threading a tapestry needle. And then you're gonna pull the end of your fiber through. So you're basically just pulling it through itself. So you've got two loops, and now you're gonna tighten those loops up. This works a lot nicer than just tying a knot, a giant chunky knot in the middle, because when you knit this, it's going to be nice and smooth. So I'm at the end, getting towards the end of my sock here, and I'm just going to knit a couple rows so that you can see what I do when I get to that section. And the wet splice method is another popular way to go. But for some reason, it's just never worked really well for me. And I guess I'll call them knitting scholars, often suggest waiting until you get to the end of a row, particularly if you're knitting a garment that people are going to see the details on, like a sweater or a cardigan. They suggest waiting until you get to the end of the row before joining your new ball, but I'm just going to do it in the middle. I'm going to back up one stitch here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit the tail together, so the whole loop is going to get knit together, and you can see it right there. I've got two little pieces on my needle. Whoops. And I'm just going to knit that whole thing, and then when you see it, it's going to be nice and smooth. Now you just have to remember when you get to the row above that you remember to knit those two strands of yarn together, because it's really one stitch, it's not two stitches, so you don't want to mess up your stitch count. And I'm knitting two together here because I'm decreasing on the toe of my sock, so it's supposed to be like that. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like there. It is really hard to tell where I joined my yarn. I don't know if you can really even see it. So once I knit all those stitches, it's going to be pretty seamless. And on the inside, you also can't tell except for the little pieces that are sticking out right here, and those will get woven in at the end. Okay. So that's what I have for you today. Quick and easy, simple technique to joining balls of yarn. It looks nice, it's tidy, you don't have a giant knot in the middle, you don't have to wait till you get to the end of the row. It's great, and it's worked for me, and I hope it works for you too. So thank you for watching today, and please join us on all of our other videos that we share on our library YouTube page. And if you're looking for interesting knitting techniques, we have a great collection in the Billings Public Library, and you can access our card catalog online at billingslibrary.org. Thank you for watching.